That's right. We're live from the man cave. How's everybody doing? It's Friday, and today on live, I gotta know. Are you enjoying the ride? Yeah. What you talking about, Shep? Well, happy Friday. We're going to get into that just a second. Happy Friday. I hope you're as glad to be at the end of the week as I am and are looking forward to a great weekend. I'm hoping for that for you guys also. I wanted to give you a reminder that if you're not able to join me live, and I get that some of you aren't, we're all very busy, even during the lunch hour. If you're not able to join me live, just a reminder that we do record on Instagram. We're on Facebook, and we're also on YouTube. So there's a plethora, or is it plethora? There's a lot of ways that you can connect with our live broadcast. So if you're on any one of those, Instagram, Facebook, or our YouTube channel, you'll see the videos there. But I hope that if you can't join us live, you will be able to take a peek at what we're doing here live every week on Wednesday and Thursday. You can do it later at your convenience. Doesn't that sound awesome? Also a reminder that every Monday morning we do a Monday morning moment. It's a pre-recorded. Some of you think I actually get up at crack o' dawn on Monday mornings. I have done that. I have, but I don't do that anymore. I pre-record those. And it's a 3 to 4 minute video every Monday morning, hopefully giving you a strong, positive message of faith, just to help you get your week off to a good start. So don't forget those. Now, if you're on my subscription list, you know you'll get that notice Monday mornings with a link directly to that day's Monday morning moment. I got to tell you, we're getting close to the time where you're only going to be able to get that Monday morning moment if you're on a subscription list. We're getting close to that point. Not trying to take away stuff, but as we grow here at Intentional Faith, it's just becoming prudent to do things like that. It's in developmental stages. We'll give you a big heads up when we get to that point. All right, as always, I want to remind you guys of the goal here at Intentional Faith. And I touch upon this lots of times, and I kind of dance around it a little bit. And, you know, all we're trying to do is to help you use faith as a foundation to build a meaningful, fulfilling, prosperous life filled of hope and purpose. Okay? And I believe the only way to really do that is to have a strong foundation of faith. And I say that because, well, I'm back now to life. I've found out that's what works. And I've tried other stuff that just didn't. So that's our purpose here for you. All right, I wanted to end the week because it is Friday, the week's coming up, and there's a lot going on in the world. And while we're not political here at Intentional Faith, we do have to address life. And so we try to do that. So today, I wanted to end the week with a positive message. There's certainly enough to be negative about, isn't there? I wanted to end the week with a positive note. And I reminded myself, can you do that? Can you remind yourself? I was reminded that back on February the 3rd, do you remember way back then? It wasn't that long ago. February 3rd, day after the Super Bowl, I did a Monday morning moment entitled, You Gotta Enjoy the Ride. Yeah, that's what today's topic is on Live. Yeah, you got to enjoy the ride. And, it's probably, I went back and looked at it this morning, or actually yesterday. And I said, you know what? This was a little bit ahead of the game. This is probably more appropriate now than it was back then because it was before all of the COVID and the lockdown and everything else that we've been through the last 4 months. And I'm going to leave the direct link. If you want to go back and take a look at that, it's about 6 minutes. I'll leave the link. You can go back and take a look. But I wanted to kind of go back to that today because my concern is there's so much negativity in the world right now. Unless you've got your head in the sand, which I know some people do, unfortunately. But unless you have your head in the sand, there's a lot of negativity. And I just want to be able to encourage you. There are positive things in the world. You have to be looking for them. But I want to do that by giving you some biblical perspective, okay? Because that's what we're about. So, all right, Shep, what's so positive about the world today? Well, it does go back to perspective. I have 3 gold nuggets for you today that hopefully will I'm not sure they're going to make you feel better, but they're real, if you know what I'm saying. There's a lot of unreal stuff in the world today. This stuff is real. Now, I started my Monday morning moment back in February by talking about King Solomon. Some of you remember that person. He was the son of King David. Everybody remembers David, right? The guy that slew Goliath. Well, Solomon was his son. He was considered one of the wisest people ever, King Solomon. And what's interesting is the book of Ecclesiastes, which is Old Testament, and it's generally believed that Solomon wrote the book of Ecclesiastes. It really is Solomon's take on the world as he's at the end of his life. And here's a guy that in his lifetime had everything. Not only was he brilliant, I mean literally brilliant, but he had everything because he was a king. He had it all of the things of this world. And he gets to the end of his life and he realizes that every single bit of it was meaningless. None of it had any meaning. And everything was transitory, which means it didn't last. It had nothing really to help him with his life's purpose. I think that's important for many of us to remember. It's about perspective. What really is important in this life? Well, at the end of Ecclesiastes, Solomon basically spends the whole book saying life's meaningless, and the one thing that does have meaning is your faith in God. And what we're really here to do is to fear God and do good things. Now that I'm paraphrasing, but it's that simple. So here's a guy that had everything and realized none of it mattered at all. So that's that. Now, 2 more gold nuggets that I call companion pieces because they go together. And the first one I'm going to share with you is James chapter 1, verses 2 through 4. If you are a follower of us here at Intentional Faith, you've heard this numerous times because we've talked about it a couple of 3 times maybe. And it's something I think we need to be reminded of constantly. Basically what James says, I'm going to read it right here. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds. Any of us facing any trials right now? Yeah. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, when you face trials of many kinds, because you know the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Do you know what perseverance is? I hope you do. If you don't know what it is, I want you to look it up. Perseverance. Hello, Robert Cromwell. How you doing, bro? Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking for anything. So let me translate that for you, especially in this day and age. What James is saying there is that, you know what, you're going to have trials. So you have a choice. You can either ball up in the fetal position and whimper, or you can face them head on with perseverance. Perseverance, that means hanging in there when the going gets tough. And when you do that, when you let perseverance finish its course, you're going to be a heck of a lot stronger, mature, and complete, not lacking for anything. Man, I mean, that just makes perfect sense. If you're on the back nine like I am, you found that to be true in life. You have a choice, and the choice is this. You can whine, you can complain, and you can blame everybody but yourself. Okay? There's an or, and I'm going to get that in a second. What I want to do is, I want to give you the companion verse to James. You know this because I go to it constantly. John 16:33. Some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. Where Jesus says, I've told you these things because in me I want you to find peace. Not in something else, not in drugs, in Jesus, you need to find peace. In this world, Jesus says, you will have trouble. Do I need to translate that for anybody? I don't think so. Jesus, the Son of God, said, in this world you're going to have trouble, but take heart. For I've overcome the world. Okay, do you see how those two passages go together? John 16:33 and James 1:2-4. They just do. James is saying, you know what? It's going to be tough. You got to hang in there. And Jesus is saying, yeah, it's going to be tough. But with me, okay, you're going to overcome. You'll be able to persevere. All right? So, where I said before, you have a choice, whine, complain, or blame, which a lot of people do, don't they? Or you can embrace Jesus. You can persevere. And if you do that, you're going to grow and become stronger. Do any of you not want to grow and become stronger? Of course you do. But there's a price. Nothing comes easy, does it? You got to be strong. Okay? That really is the message today. And you're going, holy cow, Shep. You pretty much said at the beginning of this that you wanted to, have a strong, positive message today, nothing negative. Well, to me, that's positive because biblically, you know what the answer is. When life throws you trials, you got to man up. Even you women got to get stronger. You got to face it head on, but you have Jesus there backing you up. He's got your six every single time. Why? Because he overcame the world. Okay, you got to stop whining and complaining, everybody. Okay, I know things are tough. They are. Look at The Greatest Generation. If you saw my video blog from last week where I referenced that group, they didn't ask for all the trials of their lives, did they? They didn't ask for the Depression. They didn't ask for World War II. Didn't ask for any of that. But you know what? That's what life gave them. And so they persevered and they became strong. All of us generations since then are pretty much privileged. We never had to deal with that. And so when life's getting tough, some of us aren't able to handle it very well. All right. So there's your positive. Positives, you know what? You got this. Embrace Jesus. You're embracing the suck. You're going to persevere, and you're going to come out stronger. I want to come out stronger. I learned the hard way, and now I know, Jesus got my six. I'm good. So are you. All right. Man, that felt good. It felt good for you guys. I had to get that off my chest. Oh, do you see that I'm wearing my lovely wife is not going to be happy with me today. Some of you know her, and she's not going to be happy because I'm wearing a t-shirt. She's like it's my Slap Creek 100 Years of Surfing t-shirt. And she is basically my clothing coordinator for my broadcast. But you know what? Today's Friday, all right? It's Dress Down Friday. I'm wearing my t-shirt. Yeah, I can deal with that later. All right, birthdays. You ready for this? Bada bing, bada boom. Today, my very good friend and neighbor a block over, Barbara Rixey. Strong supporter of things we're doing here at Intentional Faith, and I really appreciate that. Barbara, you're one of the greatest guys ever, and I mean that. My former colleague at ADS, Jennifer McCauley, also one of the greatest, nicest people you ever want to meet. If you see her today, tell her happy birthday. And Jen, I hope you have a wonderful birthday today. You're a great person. And finally, Mr. Surf Hatteras himself, Ross Bird. Many of you know Ross from the many things he's done. And he's doing good things in life. And so that's a cool thing. So Ross, hope you have a nice birthday. All right, friends and neighbors, we are back on Monday with another Monday Morning Moment. I am right in the middle of the companion blog to last week's What's Happened to Leadership, Part 1, The Greatest Generation. This week is What's Happened to Leadership, Part 2, The Spiritual Void. So you know where that's going. So if you're on my list, you'll know when that's up. If you're not, good luck. Just go get on my list, people. That's a good thing to do. Then you know what's going on. All right. I believe that is all I got for you guys today, man. I hope that some of what we shared with you today, you kind of soaked it up and will think about it. And, faith always wins. We know how the story ends, so why not just cling to it? Your life will be more meaningful, more fulfilling. You'll be able to deflect the slings and arrows of life much, much easier if you have faith as your weapon. All right, that's it for today. As always, may the Lord of peace himself give you peace at all time and in every way. The Lord be with all of you. Stay strong, keep the faith, and we're going to see you Monday for Monday Morning Moment. Bye now.